Nositha, good evening. Dŵr Cymru has confirmed that water has now been restored to around 65% of those affected by the burst water main in Conwy County on Wednesday. Up to 40,000 properties were left without water, and it's hoped the service will be fully restored by tomorrow. Nia Kerris reports.
It's not just the water that's running again in some parts of Conwy County, and things have started getting back to normal for some.
With so many sporting events having been cancelled because of the water problems, there were questions whether this 10k race in Llandudno could go ahead. But as it's a local fundraiser, the organisers were keen to carry on with some changes to the water and toilet facilities.
We've been without us since Thursday afternoon. We've got a toddler at home, so it's just been a bit difficult, in terms of, washing our hands properly, not being able to give him a bath at night, which is part of his routine. The water pressure wasn't great before I left here, so I'm really sort of hoping that the water pressure is going to be back when I get home so I can have a shower at last.
Your water isn't back yet. No. Have you got any idea when you could have it?
No idea. But I think everyone's in the same situation, so hopefully it won't be too long now.
Runners tend to be quite a hardy lot anyway, so we're just embracing it and helping each other out as well, I have to say. How are you going to manage, with not being able to have a shower at home at the end and so on?
Well, I'm hoping it'll be back on by then, but obviously if it's not, it's just a case of, I don't know, maybe a quick wash and just hope it's back on later on, really.
Hello, sir, how are you?
It was all hands on deck at West Shore in Llandudno, one of a number of bottled water stations in the county. It was a steady stream today, however, after the long queue seen at some stations yesterday. The problem started on Wednesday after pressure from rocks caused damage to a mains pipe 2.5 metres below the riverbed in Dolgarrog. With Welsh Water describing the work as difficult and dangerous, it took until yesterday afternoon to repair it.
With the repair holding, we're beginning to reintroduce supply into the area. We've got water now in Conwy this morning. That's now coming into parts of Llandudno and also into Colwyn Bay. Not quite reaching Old Colwyn because of the elevation, but good steady progress getting people back into supply. We're going to continue to do this 24/7, and we're very hopeful that by tomorrow we'll have everybody in supply. If we can do that in the morning, we will.
As the repair work continues, questions are now being asked about the longer term.
We need to know, is this likely again? If it's likely again, then we can plan as best as possible for it. And if it's likely again, then we need to make sure that the investment is going into modernising our infrastructure. And we're there to support the likes of Dŵr Cymru on that front, but we need to know there has to be full transparency.
Supplies have now returned to well over half the affected area, but some may have to wait until tomorrow until they can turn the taps back on.
Football now starting in the Championship, where Cardiff City have won the South Wales derby, beating Swansea City 3-0 with Callum Robinson scoring twice and the third goal by Dimitrios Goutas. The win lifts the Bluebirds up to 20th in the table, 2 points clear of the bottom three, while Swansea dropped down a place to 13th. Before the match, hundreds of Cardiff City fans marched to the stadium in protest at the way the club's being run. They let off flares and chanted, calling for the owner, Vincent Tan, to leave. The club has been asked to comment. In League Two, Newport County lost 3-2 away to Port Vale. The Exiles have dropped to 20th, leaving them 6 points above the relegation zone. They'll host Swindon Town on Friday, while Wrexham are in action against Birmingham on Thursday. In rugby and in the European Challenge Cup, Ospreys are through to the last 16 after beating the French side Pau 31-28 away in a late comeback. Dragons are out of the tournament after losing 60-10 to the South African side Lions in Johannesburg. And the Scarlets game has just got underway against Van in Llanelli. The hosts are leading by 7 points. A look at the weather forecast now, and it'll be cloudy in the east and south with hill fog tonight, but clear spells in the north and west. A cloudy start in the south and east tomorrow with wintry sunny spells in the west, spreading more widely by late afternoon. Highs tomorrow of 7 Celsius. And that's Wales Today. We'll be back with our next update. That's tomorrow evening at 10 to 6. Have a good evening. Goodbye. Hwyl fawr.